How's it going, everybody? Don't know if my head's in the shot or not. The wind's trying to pick up a little bit. The storm's passing through, so I figure I better get the camera a little bit closer to me. Want to do a little review on this Bushman I got from Paul Wilson, Southern Bushcrafters, I believe was the name of the website. I'll annotate it down in the bottom down there. As it come to me, let me go ahead and take this off real quick. Set that to the side. This is how the knife come to me. You see it as a cross draw sheath. It's the only option they have for it, but I've already made a leather strap to go down through here that'll have a dangler on it, so I can wear it, you know, dangled. Come with a leather thong on it. Now they had it bigger, and I'll cut these little pieces off when I'm done, but they had it bigger, just about big enough that my big hand would go through it. But due to the size of the blade, I'm not really going to be doing heavy chopping with it, so I just wanted enough on there that I can get it by that back end, you know, put a few fingers through it, that way it ain't going anywhere, and I've got it on that back end. That'll add, you know, a little bit of chopping ability to it, if I did want to chop with it. But now I didn't order this to be a chopper. I ordered it to be a camp knife, good little skinning knife, you know, that kind of thing, doing some smaller work. Comes with diamond wood handles, like I said, and it is AUS 6 steel, or all 6 stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about it rusting as much. Let's see if I've still got my little... Nah. I'll run in the house and get my ferro rod in a minute and show you. This thing throws sparks like you wouldn't believe off of a ferro rod. They cut it out with a water jet, and that really gives just a really steep angle on this back spine here, but not such an angle that if you're getting in on you know, you're trying to do like feather sticks or something like that, it's not uncomfortable on your hand. But it cuts fairly well. Now, as it come to me, it wasn't as sharp as how I like it. There were a few little burrs and stuff like that along the edge. They kind of rushed to get it out to me, and you know, little things like that. It's easy. Being a knife maker myself, it's real easy to overlook some of that kind of stuff, especially if you got a lot of orders or if you're in a hurry. But it didn't take me just a couple of minutes with a diamond hone, which is my preferred way of sharpening stainless, to get it back, you know, shaving sharp. You can see this is some red cedar. It's just feathering that right up. Works pretty good. You can do some notching if you need to. Get little notches if you needed it to make traps. So my main purpose for this knife is going to be a little camp knife for me. The reason why I shortened up this lanyard, make it a little bit shorter, is, like I said, I can get 2 fingers in it, and then if I had to do some chopping, I've got it by the very tail end, which gives me more length, gives me more weight, so that I can chop with it. Right now it's a little handle heavy, which is good, because you don't have to worry about it flipping out of your hand. If you're skinning or using it for camp chores, it rests in your hand. Balance is good on it. The grip is comfortable, other than one little finger choy right here. For my big hands, as big as my fingers and all are, it's a little bit snugger than what I want, but that's easy enough for me to fix with a drum sander. Just come in here and sand that out a little bit more. But for average people, for average hands, the size, shape, and everything will fit you perfect. I mean, it feels really good in the hand when you're choking up on it, using it, you know, using it for any kind of bush chore. I've used it for a few days now, and instead of taking my Mora, the edge is holding an edge real good. It is hollow ground. Finish on the knife is pretty good overall. I mean, it's not beautiful. It's not $300 knife pretty, but it's not a $300 knife either. I think on the website right now they sell these with the leather sheath, and like I said, it only comes in the cross draw method, or style I should say. I think there's $65 on the website now. The whole reason why I did this leather thong is I'm a little bit concerned. It's got good retention on the sheath. It doesn't just pop out. It's real good and snug. But on a cross draw style sheath, I'm a little bit concerned about whether or not the knife might fall out, especially, you know, with a lanyard on it. Originally I'd just taken the lanyard off so that, you know, there wouldn't be nothing for it to get caught on. Then I got to thinking about it, and I said, well, I can make a retention system for it. And I just took my Swiss tool and cut down a tent stake, just one of the cheap little tent stakes that I got with one of my tents, and put a little loop on it on the other end, so I can push it up in there, and you can see it comes right up to the top of the sheath, so it's really out of the way. And now what that affords me is I can put that knife in there and pull that leather thong, that little lanyard, right over that notch, and even if it gets snagged on something, it's not going to fall out. It took me all of 30 seconds to cut that down and bend it and put it in there, and it holds it really firm. If you wanted to carry it, now I carry mine, I wear it cross draw like this, so that as I draw the knife out, it's actually in a reverse grip. If you wanted to carry it straight up and down, so that you're drawing it like this instead of like this, you can just slide this up to the top, but I like it right there where I've got it. And like I said, that little thong just slips right over the end of it right there. It's a lot easier for some reason when I'm wearing it. And like I said, that just keeps it from falling out, but it doesn't take but just a little pull to get it off of there. And it just adds that extra little bit of security, especially there's a lot of brambles and stuff in our woods. You know, if you're walking through the woods, if you're not on an actual trail, there's all kind of stuff to get caught on things and pull them off your clothes. And if something grabs that, you're going to feel it pulling before it snatches your knife out, and then you don't get to camp that night and not have a knife. So let's do a little bit of light work here. I'm not going to do anything heavy, but let me get the camera set up and we'll do a couple of little batonings real quick and see how it batons, and just for grins and giggles we'll see how it actually chops. Alright?